What up, Dallas, Texas, and everybody coming to the community? God said, I see your spirit. And Dallas, Texas, Big Tuck, and the rest of them, and all y'all got a motive, right? And I told them, I know what you're doing. And your spirit behavior is catching up with you. Y'all are not listening to me when y'all are crossing the line. You mean mugging, you're intimidating, you're driving the money to me. You will still want to walk amongst me and act like I'm not aware of you. You keep doing the things that you are betraying everything that you stand for, right? And God said, I see your spirit. This is about Social Security. And you stick your nose in my business and you keep sticking your nose in my business. Now, we're about to sue the Justice Department for listening to May the 17th, y'all was taunting me after Miss West was the taunting and antagonism, right? When I left the courtroom, right? After the words that were said in Carrollton, Texas, you dumb and you're retarded, right? After the words that were said in Carrollton, Texas. And I can't even go to the thing. God say, you still drive amongst me and act all nice and act like you're not being caught. I'm warning you. You're still willing to portray God in everything you stand for. And you're willing to keep betraying him. So what we're about to do, every time you niggas come with stupid stuff in the Justice Department, believe you, that's another 30 million against the state of Texas. And that's another 30 million against the Justice Department. Hotel fights was breaking out. And everything was breaking out. That's another thing that's gonna hit you. So we gonna keep doing this bullshit and keep playing it like y'all wanna play it in Dallas, Texas, and OGP we live with the rest of y'all. And I'm gonna show you something. Have a good day and God bless everybody. And kids, don't look up to these dumb motherfuckers. Yellow Breezy and Trap Boy Freddy just wanna use you. He said he put his niggas on because he got a motive. Yellow Breezy would not sit in that jail. He would be put to death. Kids, I want you to think before you pull that trigger. Because your mom and them going to watch you cry together. Joe Biden and them already know what's going on with Obama. I want you to listen to before you pull that trigger. I want you to watch. Because when you go in Dallas County and you be put to death, you're going to know my name by now. You're going to get denied of a bond and you're going to get a death sentence. And I want you to know, God wants you to know, this is about Social Security. The same time I was talking about Social Security, calling y'all when y'all did me wrong, I was trying to attack a Social Security. And y'all did me wrong. So this is what this was going to do. And I'm telling my other people on thing. We asked for the network center to bring my account from Big Live and Live Me. And everybody that became my fans and grow that bond with on different accounts. I asked for that to be brought to my account, to the courtroom. And another thing, think before you pull that trigger, kids. Because when you get denied, you ain't getting no 35 years, no 40 years. Because Joe Biden them already know. And they already know what's going on. They already know what's going on. How you doing, bro? They already know what's going on. So these kids that's going around listening to Trap Boy Freddy and them dumb behavior, I want them to think and Oak Cliff, I want them to think before they pull that trigger. And these and they gonna be put to death. You know, I'm not to tell the civil rights to Joe Biden them and Governor Abbott since Social Security. I'm not to tell when I sat in that jail. I don't care when I sat in that jailhouse and I saw people walking every morning by that bridge, and I looked at. I want them to build an electrocute chair. I really, I say, I want them to take some of my money and build an electrocute chair for you niggas. And I want them, that electrocute chamber right by the Dallas Bridge over there in Dallas County. When I was thinking, I was sitting up there, I was praying to God, and I was like, God, I want them to build an electrocuting chamber. And I want them to, right there on that side, I don't want them to walk there anymore. And I want that electrocuting chamber to sit right at, you ever saw the Hot Boys sitting electrocute on fire? I want you to sit right across from each other. And I want you to watch each other die. I want you to look each other in the eyes when you betray God and what we stand for. Now, I told you, every time you nigga walk among, I feel see your spirit. And every time you walk amongst me, it's going to cost you, right? It's going to cost you. You're walking, and I'm about to sue the Justice Department for another $30 million. For you watching and observing and plotting and planning. God say, your spiritual behavior, it is being seen. 2 Mexicans came on my front my door intimidating. You really think you playing with my intelligence? Hey, it's going to cost you every single time. Now, I'm warning everybody that Kevin Gates been knowing about me. Drake said we didn't hear it. Everybody, you're responsible for MO3 death. Boosie responsible. Y'all was so busy. Now I gotta have Trump and them and everybody clean up your mess about Social Security. You stopped me from going to a Social Security office. That is not right of what y'all did. And I had to tell the Justice Department, that is not right when I have to do what I'm told to do. And y'all stop my interview progress. I had to tell the Walmart my interview progress was stopped. You got to move. You won't get a Yellow Breezy. They would not let you. Goodman Miller said something. It's very important that the congressmen and everybody that we have that great relationship with them. And Goodman Miller, to get what I want, to sit at the table. Bam, he understood that. And I understand what he is saying. I am watching you. And you keep trying me. But Governor Abbott coming down with me. They let this go on for too long. Trump was watching. Watch the news when Miss Nancy Pelosi say, we got your calls. But that doctor tried to keep me in there with his little lies. And then he get mad. Do you believe God sent you on a mission? Yeah, God sent me on a mission to attack this Social Security. Atlanta needs some damn help. And what I seen in downtown Atlanta, it ain't that as worse as my local office. It ain't that bad as Atlanta. My local office ain't that bad as Atlanta. Okay, and I gotta actually give them some, not for being worse as Atlanta. They know how to, but Atlanta needs some damn help. That guy in Winter Dude, you see this guy legs shaking, and he telling you he can't hardly sit down, and you telling you made that guy sit all the way at the elevator. They would talk shit about a customer right in front of their face. I want that same woman that was in Atlanta after I left. What I had to do with the Atlanta senators about Social Security, I had to give the Atlanta and the Justice Department, or half of the Social Security in Atlanta that I went to. I had to Google map everything, neglect and abuse, telling me to shut up and listen. Then when I decided not to take the abuse, and I had to come back to the Atlanta Social Security offices, one of my office told me to go. One of the Dallas office told me to go. And 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 she come and hand me my ID and rolling her eyes when I left my state ID there. No, I want your ass there when we gonna meet. I want them there when we gonna meet. I want them there. A lady in Dollar Tree, she got, I should sue Dollar Tree. She got some, nobody cared and rolled her eyes when I shot. You fight for yourself. But Atlanta, we are going to meet. We are going to meet. I'm looking forward. I'm waiting for Senator Ted to send me a letter. I want Atlanta to be there. Miss Lee didn't do nothing that bad, so she really don't have to. She really don't have to show up. But the call center in Atlanta, she didn't do nothing that damn bad. But Atlanta, oh yeah. Hey, I'm happy because a million reasons. I might get my chance to meet face to face with Atlanta Social Security in the call center. Now talk about this. I'm looking forward to it. Talk about the, hey, I'm happy because a million things that I'm looking forward to it. Oh, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward. I'm waiting for Senator Ted to send me an invite, and I want every senator to be there about the Social Security issue. When I called in 2019, the guy told me to shut up. All right, that's not the reason why the call center gave me that. And even if when I called this year, even if I go on the Social Security website and make a complaint, why do you think that you're going to actually listen to me? What do you think that website going to actually listen? You're going to overlook it. No, you're going to listen to me. And I filed another complaint of not listening. Telling go on the Social Security website. Go on the Social Security website. I say no. If I go on that Social Security website, that don't mean you're gonna actually hear me out where I make my complaint at. You gonna know it. We know what I know the deal with customers. I worked at Walmart when customers come to complain and I complain and nothing don't really get done. Either I'm off the clock or on the clock. And let me tell you something, because we're gonna put Walmart in this. I told James that I was going to, I didn't say I was going to come back. And I'm going to tell him, I didn't say I was going to come back. I wanted to go fill out the personalities in Walmart. And I never did. And I did exactly what I said I was going to do because I didn't like the way they would treat me. And I said, let me get that. I didn't say I was coming back. I said, James, I'm going to go down there to check out some more. I'm not scared. That means if you want to mistreat me, you don't deserve me. And I saw in Hampton, Georgia, like, hold up. I saw in Hampton, Georgia, like where they can even need me and appreciate me, where I can actually be some good. I wasn't planning on going back, but I was actually like, hold up. I seen a lot of things in Hampton, Georgia, where I can start over at, and people will actually appreciate me. And not be like in Walmart and like, man, like it just stuff that I observed. I said, hold up, I can really start over fresh in this place if I decide to stay in Atlanta And I can really just gain the manager's trust. And you know, I started talking to the employees in Hampton, Georgia, and Atlanta. I went to every Walmart and I started to get the feeling of everybody. In Fayetteville, one person told me in Hampton, Georgia, Hubert, you can have these ranch with you family. I said, no, I don't want to cost you your job. Me and Dougman Miller going through something different because we family does not mean nothing. I still paid it. Shout out to Hampton, Georgia and Fayetteville Walmart. Shout out to them. You know, thank them. Shout out to them. You know, even though we family, I say no, I'm not gonna cost you y'all job. Cause Dougman Miller don't see it like that. They have a problem. I ain't gonna cost you your job. I'm just gonna walk out that store and pay for it. So we have to understand what can we do. So you think you got a motive? You ain't gonna become nothing, Yellow Breezes. Joe Biden already told me to spray my ideas. While I was incompetent, I won't be a CEO. Cause I was incompetent. I told that damn judge why I was incompetent. And she stood up there and defied. I just told you why I was incompetent. But everybody got a motive, right? You and none of y'all Texas niggas in Houston, Dallas. Yellow Breezer think he gonna, boy, you better stop that. You won't even get a chance. Cause Doug McMillan right now is sitting with Joe Biden. And Senator Harris told me they're gonna take care of his lies. What if I tell them, how you think BG got out early? They think they really know what Boosie lied? Let me tell them something. When he said, Social Security been going up every damn year, you liars. OGP, I can tell. Oh, what if I tell the state of Texas, because my lawyer don't want to do shit, right? What if I get a form how long I've been on disability, bitch? You ain't Boosie with that lying shit. Disability been going up each year. Each year go up. They haven't paid me a damn thing. Each year disability goes up. Little lying pieces of shit. You want to check? Go do the research on the social. They go up 5%, 4%. They go up each year with disability. Y'all on that bullshit. You lucky I don't have a form that I can bring to the courtroom and see when I've been getting disability since I was a kid, even in New Orleans. When I was a kid. Because I didn't start talking till I was like 10 years old. I remember one time I was so zoked out from medicine and I went to Newman Smith. Miss Chastity called my mom and said, that lithium got him too. You need to get him down from that. The DA was watching y'all. MO3 was lying and the DA was watching y'all the whole time. Let's get the DA that was in that mall. That black guy that rubbed his head. Yeah, like I didn't see his spirit. And he need to hide his badge. If you hiding undercover, hide your little badge too in that Galleria Mall. And you gotta be smarter than that. Come on, D. You gotta be smarter than that. DEA. And then the Mexican government worker. Come on. And then your uniform ain't right. Come on. Come on. You ain't blended in. Then that pamphlet. Governor Abbott, I told Governor Abbott, I've been working since I was 14 years old when I first went to Newman Smith. And before they had over there at Creekview, they had an Albertsons over there. And then now they got a Walmart over there. And that job was, Albertson was being racist. Governor Abbott want to ride this wave, and he ain't going to like it. My cheerleader, my co-op teacher was the cheerleader coach for Newman Smith. People didn't know. People accuse me of cheating, and I'm somewhere at summer school at Creekview and doing things like that. But I'm about to sue I just sued them for $30 million, the state of Texas and the Texas. If y'all want to play this racist game, and Miss West want to play this game, let's play it. And she haven't did nothing. Now y'all trying to cover up the police calls when y'all turning and made fun of me, right? Hey, we moved past this. When I get my damn justice. When I called 911 and people could go, they didn't even know gang members was driving the street takeovers. And the 911, they want to, oh, come on. God said, you think you getting away? I say, the mayor getting a standing ovation. Clap. Y'all laughed at me and taunted me on me May the 17th. They know what they did. When I left that courtroom, you want to taunt and laugh at me. All right. Then Miss West antagonating. Hey, I told my mama in that car that day when I was on my shit, we went to church all our life. And God said we're not going to let that happen. But I'm suing the Justice Department and the Civil Rights and suing them for another $30 million for you watching and observing and the behavior. That's another $30 million. Hey, y'all want to play this game? Come on and play this game. We don't have to fight back and use violence. We let God fight all our battles. They don't understand my mission. And this lady at Dollar Tree, I don't need you. Now the mayor say a racist thing. God said, I don't want your fake love and your fake lies. And I told the civil rights, the mayor, no, talking about you, I don't want your fake lies and your fake love, because you'll do it again. But instead of driving past me and think I don't see your spirit, and that's going to cost you. That's going to cost you every damn time. God say, my enemy will not excite my sight. Like on what that is? My boy off of Deadpool, Green Lantern. My enemy's spirit is being watched. And Boosie, just because I believe in God, I have to work for him, you getting in trouble for messing with a Social Security issue. And then y'all tried to stop me in Garland from going. Shout out for that Garland police officer. Because, you know, if it won't be for him, I told Joe Biden, he don't supposed to be in there for protecting me when gang members are doing me wrong and communities in the apartment. You know what that guy in the ambulance saw at that library? The kids appreciated me. We was talking. But you know what they saw at their library, out those racism. He gave me a bus ticket, and they saw racism coming out the black and the white. Say, Hubert, I usually don't do this for everybody. But it's in this case, what that guy saw, those two managers, those two ambulance saw in there racism out of the black and white of Garland, Texas library. They saw racism. And he said to really check with them when he gave me that bus ticket. Check with them. MO3 lied. He said he was a liar and a criminal. You think you got it all figured out? I talked to New York. I talked to iHeartRadio, New York Network, iHeartRadio. I was on my other social media. Network, New York Network got my accounts. Down, you back? Down. New York Network got my accounts. They got my accounts. Trump already had it already when he was down here. He'd been watching me. He already had it. Whoever reached out on UP Live, I don't know what happened. People that was watching me, I have to thank you. I don't know what's going on. And I told Senator Harris to call some of the good people I talked to at the call center. Please give them a bonus. Please give them a bonus. I wish them all the best of love. Thank you. I talked to at the call center, and I hope they know. Please give them the bonus. But that's not right, stopping somebody from going to a Social Security office in Garland, Texas. That's not right. I had to fight for that police officer. And when I was in Dallas County, and that's not right. I said, damn, this guy saw what was going on. The Taco Bell employee was jealous that I'm talking to the kids and I'm telling them to pick up business book. I want my kids to pick up business book. I don't want him, no, y'all want to wait till they get the, no, we ain't going to play that right now. I teach my kid power focus, power mentality. No, they want to wait till our kids get to college. No, you're going to pick up some business book right now. And it is very important that our kids pick up business book at 14 and 13 years old. It's my son's 5 years old, but I'm instead of power, focus. When I was at that CPS center, power, focus. All the rest of those things, I'm teaching mentality. I'm teaching them these things. When he was over, he said, I don't want to be, son, I'm not talking about, I don't want you to hurt yourself. He said, this is mine. I don't want you to hurt yourself, but don't let them tell you what you can't be in the businesses. I'm not going to be like in it. I'm not going to spoil my kid if he want to work at his regular job. But let me tell you how this is going to happen. I need him to know what this business is about, how racism and black people want to act with ego. I'm always going to invest in my kid. I want to go with InTouch. InTouch was a very good bank because they deal with investing in their kids in a percentage. In their kids, and it's something that Chase don't have. Investing in a kid, and you have a trust fund, and you have a stuff for your kid, and InTouch have it. Like, I wanted to even have like an ATM machine. When they cut me off and I told them racism was going on. And people don't realize, and Justice Department don't understand, when you dealing with banks, they are jealous. And I had to deal with Wood Forest jealousy. And Ms. Lee looking at me, look, I wouldn't got on the bank. I wouldn't got on the bank because they looking at me in the spirit. And I see Ms. Lee and everybody, don't tell me things are gonna be okay. And you looking at me. And soon as I left, I went to Wood Forest and I got on their ass. No, because don't tell me, Ms. Lee, everything is gonna be okay. And look at your action. And I got on Wood. No, don't give me the wrong bank ride on number. And how they acting in my local office. And I'm going to tell the civil rights against the Social Security. Don't you do that. Oh, Ms. Lee talking. Look how you looking. Look how y'all spiritual behavior looking. And I got on their ass. Don't come here with their problem. No, it's going to be your problem. And they trying to make themselves look good in Wood Forest. And these people got to understand, these people are jealous of what you have in your bank. Don't tell me that, it's going to be okay. And I see your spiritual. And I'm going to tell Ms. Lee, don't tell me, I'm going to tell the Justice Department, don't tell me everything is going to be okay. And I see y'all spiritual behavior out of all of y'all Social Security. And I don't got to cheat you. I don't got to hide nothing from you. And I'm about to tell them, after I make this civil suit against that and against the Social Security, I don't got to hide nothing from you. But I want them to know something. I'm not going to let no job tell me what I can't do and what I can't learn. And I want Ms. Lee to know this. I would not bend to them. Governor Abbott, I would not bend to you. And that guy that I talked in Baltimore, let's talk about that. He talked in Baltimore, Penn. I said, where's that when I worked hard? Y'all don't award us for that, right? He know the conversation that we had in Baltimore. Oh, I don't know about it. I worked when I was 14 years old when I was at Newman Smith. And y'all can't even award us for that, right? But y'all take away from us while y'all give to them. My baby mama couldn't even get a raise because of y'all dumb behavior. She denied the raise because of y'all or what y'all stand for. And Walmart couldn't deny nobody of a raise because of what y'all stand for. I'm not going to let y'all, when I go to University of Texas, talk about waiting on the result to make y'all, hey baby, I wait on no one, God's sake. We wait on no one that's trying to stop our growth. Hey, University of Texas, you got the right one. You got the right one, you hear me? We gonna do it without you. You got the right one. No, I told them this. And they looking at me, Ms. Lee, no, man, don't tell me everything. We on the phone calling right now. No, don't do that to me, man. I don't got the, I told you I could bring every apartment complex to you. I brought one of my leases to you. They trying to I had every apartment since I was 8. They trying to handicap us instead of than train us how to be independent. When you watch commercial, lifelong lock with a disability in the animal, and they talk about when the allergy fall, half of those percent of those people, that stuff don't sell because America is trying to handicap people instead of being independent. I ain't no man. I hold no regrets. I walked off of Jeff and them because they kept making promise, and Jeff racism and a black manager kept lying, and Charles kept being with racism. He kept walking away from me. Then like at 12, 16, he walked away. You know, Russell told me, say, Hubert, thanks for coming and working things out. Now you can come and earn some of this bread. And Russell can sit up there and be professional about this situation, about this. Why we can't be professional? But Charles want to walk away even when I'm not walking. Working there no more. That's unprofessional with racial intent. And then he coming, and I just sued Kroger's. The Kroger's manager coming up in 2996, and I'm telling him to look at it. And I sued, he coming in there, and he denied me of a deli position, and he coming in there looking at me with racism. Right by 2996, looking at me with racism. But they getting mad, right? They getting mad. We just sued DFW. No, I gotta wait, right? Yeah, I gotta wait for that smart. You know, the people that did, they stay in Oak Cliff and Dallas, right? And the people that work at DFW Airport for the maintenance, they wanted me to come on their team. But that racist smart card, he didn't like that. The thing with the smart card manager, he didn't like everybody had an interest in me. That the people from the international side that deal with the thing and there, he didn't like that. He was already being racist and orientation, rolling his eyes. You know what Miss Tammy said? Miss Tammy said, Hubert, that don't sound like Hubert. What did y'all do to him? And you know what? So that racist smart cart going and did what he did. Miss Tammy said, get his piece of shit back their shirt. Get his smart cart racist ass back. They say Hubert. But Miss Tammy did me. Miss Tammy had, yeah, I mean Miss Tammy had our disagreements. But Miss Tammy said, Hubert, go to another ticket to Wopo Brown in a different county. They do everything about county. If you don't live in that county, you can't get help. And that's where the messed up thing about where we live at in our thing with ticket to work program, where we live at Hubert. We need a different eyes. And when I went back to them, and they lied to me, told me I went up to Carrollton, Texas, and it hung up in my face. And I went to talk to the guy and talk to him in Carrollton, Texas, because he said, Hubert, we need a second look on this career. I didn't hold it against him. When he decided to heal the part where he said, Hubert, I need you to have a second look on your career and go to a ticket to work program. But they do everything by different counties. But he hung up in my face and cut. I'm telling you, I'm going through some racial shit. And you cut me off. And that's when they don't like to listen. They keep hanging up in faces. All right, you don't want to listen. I was determined. And I talked to somebody in Washington, and I say, hold up, what this is about. All right, we're going to talk about what this is about. I told the civil rights, it didn't come easy. We know what our main goal was. And Miss Tammy, like, they don't sound like Hubert. That smart card employee with this guy know my brother on Trinity Mills in Midway. He stay in South Dallas, and he know my brother in 7-Eleven. D, my brother D deal with some strippers from this dude. One of his baby mamas, he's white, was in from New Orleans with Lucci and some Dallas niggas in there from Lucci and people from one of my brother's baby mama. He come from there, and and those things happen. Like I had like people that got teardrops in Dallas that know Danny and them, and I'm gonna get them from starting trouble with my boy Danny, and lied to my boy Danny. We saw Danny and how Danny acted when he got up in there. I said, hold up. And me and my brother was like, hold up. They lying to my brother, and we gotta talk. Me and my brother gotta have to talk to Danny, and be like, they lying to Danny. And we saw something on Danny, like, no, that's my. I had a bro Marcus, and I had a dream. If I tell Danny and Cece and everybody, his mom and dad and everybody, because Miles, we know somebody named Jasmine. Jasmine and Carrington worked for Domino's, and we used to go to Domino's, and Jasmine, and we used to get free pizza from Domino's and stuff, and all of the rest of it, because she worked at Domino's and stuff, and I had a dream about Miles, about Bro and Marcus. Danny had hit and Marcus had his hair on his head, and had his hair on his head, and he said, Hubert, I stamped certified of you. Marcus came to me in my dream, bro. Danny, brother, I had a friend in Dallas that was in the mall with MO3. That was in the mall with MO3. But I had a dream about Hubert. I had a dream that Marcus and Bro came to me, and he said, Hubert, you stamped certified by me. Angelica from Walmart, when we wasn't working, I had her carry the work. I don't do it anymore. Carry the weed in the trunk. We didn't get caught. And I don't do it now. And she got mad about that ain't cute. No, that you were in the car. Even that they did, they're going to need a warrant for that. I don't do it no more. They're going to need a warrant for that. I did that to help out a friend because a friend, Demira, got robbed by a Newman Smith kids. The Patrick friends got, and he wanted me to pit him on. I said, hold up. All right, you just got robbed. You can't even protect what is going on. You got robbed by Newman Smith. Demir got robbed. I already know they was watching my sister Mary. Mary's trying to get me to get back to. I already know that. That's why I was very. And Ricky said the police he worked for. No, I know why it was going on. And the little dumbass character police. I said this dumbass nigga in character don't know that I see his dumbass behavior, and he didn't walk into. I'm saying, wait, he going through our community that I'm familiar at. That like I'm familiar at in Addison. I worked in the U-Haul. I stayed right there in Addison by that Domino's and over there in those apartment. And you still doing dumb shit. I said, this is a dumb motherfucker, right? This nigga right there. That's another 30 million. Hey, we're going to see MO3. We're going to see a lot of Houston and gang members put to death. That's a guarantee. Hey, I promise you. God forgive him if they have to send him to your Lord. The Carter one. I'm trying to dodge the shot they sent to the guards. And God say, You trying to betray me.